Creating a Nightmare Reality. South Park, Imagination Land. A great set of episodes, as many were, but this one led to something else in my thought process. A group of 3 episodes that feature the idea of imagined characters thought up by people all reside somewhere, Imagination Land, and that there is a magical way to get there. There's much more to it, and if you haven't watched it, then you should. Unless you don't like South Park, of course, in which case it may be somewhat of a chore. On a basic level, I did and have continued to give thought to the idea that what we think does create something, somewhere. But my theory on that is still taking shape. Although I have speculated on it in Is It the Machines We Should Really Fear? And toiled with the idea in one of my short stories called Book Launch, contained in my second collection of short stories, A Short Walk and Other Dark Short Stories. I'll link the book in the comments in case anyone is interested. Stargate film. There is a crossover, and if you have seen Imagination Land, then you will know why. But for those who don't, they literally feature Kurt Russell as a character who has to go through the open portal to Imagination Land, because of his previous experience doing it in Stargate. We actually have talk of a Stargate being discovered in historical times, even though shrouded in mystery, so I thought it worthy of attention. Because we all know there are giveaways and clues in entertainment, but just how relevant those clues are and all that symbolism remains to be seen. Avatar. I include this because it was a weird film to me, which seemed to be about a dimensional crossover of your consciousness into another body, an avatar. The word itself means manifestation. So what exactly is being manifested and where? This probably swings back round to my other piece, The Great Divide, which explains my theory on this, and ties into the idea of there being external entities being created by your conscious and possibly subconscious thoughts, of that the energy from them is at least harvested in some way. The power of thought, as they say, and you create your own reality. The general premise of karma would seem to fit here. You get back what you put out there, so maybe it is. But it's been altered slightly to make people think there is an overseer, decided to dish it out rather than it being a natural consequence of it just being a person. And by thinking someone else is in charge of it, you don't then claim responsibility for it. Easy then to sidestep the action of owning it, I guess. But back to the original plot, Imagination Land. The end of it sees a destruction caused by people in the real world, and there happens to be one boy left who can imagine it back into existence. Made me think of The Never-Ending Story, which is also an awesome watch, but has lots of things in there to mull over about reality and imagining things. Again, if you haven't seen it, it's worth it. I think so anyway. And while it may be great to imagine things, once you realise they may just be real somewhere else, it should make you give a little more thought to what is going on in mind. And just because you think it, doesn't mean you need to try and make it part of your actual reality. Know when to separate it and control it. Be mindful of your thoughts.